Hello, everybody, and welcome to Code Vein. We went and did that side over there, and now we're gonna do that side over that way.
I was like, it's the same side.
It's all dots. So, without further ado, we might as well just get right into it, no?
Mm-hmm.
That's dead.
I guess it won't open.
That's close. This is not going well so far.
That is actually dead.
That has a super sword in it. That's not. Is it?
He's got an eyeball. I saw the red eyeball dot, and I was like, they don't have eyes.
Did he have an eyeball?
Dead.
I didn't even notice that. What?
It's not like...
Wow, that had... Did that make any sound for you?
No.
It's just hitting the ground.
It's...
Oh, where'd you come from?
I knew there was a dude over there, but I didn't see him.
It's the guy that had the sword through him, no?
No,
he's still there.
There's another guy over there, too.
Oh, it's like, let's get the backstab. Just gotta be smart about it. Here we go. That guy's like, oh, you didn't see me. You may have taken down two badasses. Where did he come from?
I think he climbs over the side.
That, I guess, makes sense. Because I made sure to look. I think this guy's alive, too. We'll go ahead and light our buffs up now. He is actually dead. You're not dead. I don't know where you were hiding that sword. You weren't dead.
Under his cape.
Sure. Oh.
Oh, there's another guy over
Thanks,
there.
Io. No, he literally just jumped. That was the guy patrolling.
Did you find something good?
Inhibit vaccine. Man, I could have used that against, what's his head? I forgot about that.
So I died to those. A lot.
Did you?
Yeah. Like an embarrassing amount.
It's funny.
Yeah, you can recognize him because it's like that right there.
Well, that's crap.
Because you can tell because it has all the vines and the holes.
Ah. Well, at least I know what to look for now.
I can still recall.
So my dumbass kept forgetting to look for it. Like I knew they were there, just kept forgetting.
I didn't feel that strange vibration inside of me. I hope that the memory remains.
I'm sorry.
I walked
she
in that
feels-
conversation at the wrong time.
This isn't the best place to
Do you think that's the same one that was in the one of the tendons? Thoughts? Because it has a weird fucking face, a weird fucking arm compared to the other ones.
I don't know. I just tried to parry it and got wrecked, so...
I hope
I'm a little
giving you
salty.
some assistance.
What were you? You weren't guarding anything.
Are you like one of that?
I wish this one had like Bloodborne's where you hit backstep, and then it had like a backstep attack. I wish that was a thing in this game.
Shit, that's a thing?
In Bloodborne? Yeah, if you just backstep and then press R1 to attack, to quick attack, you'll do a lunge forward. It's a backstep attack, yeah.
All I do is clap my hands in Bloodborne. I've been missing out.
I think that's why you like this game, because you can do caster shit in this game, too.
This game, I haven't really felt a play style. I feel so
You're losing
limited
your
with
ability to its fullest.
Icor. Because
do-
you still have to attack.
Just do what I do. Use the one that gives you free Icor.
Watch your footing.
Not going that way. You have a side quest. There's someone to talk to over here.
Hold on. Am I hallucinating?
Dominic?
There are still revenants that can move around in this chaos. I don't know what outfit you're with, but can you help me gather some...
The badass cowboy looking one. Obviously.
Silva is beginning to frenzy.
With the
I'm
bat
human,
wing.
so I don't have to worry about
Oh, he's a
joining the
human.
lost. So, if you could bring me any documents you come...
Okay. Well, we're helping. He's a little whistleblower. Nothing on the sides. We keep going. I don't like these assholes with the guns. But as for like ichor management, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but I got like if I know I've got him one hit, I'll sit and do the charged up X, the charged up drain attack to hit him from afar.
And that's the other thing is if it's not square, I don't. It's not natural for me to hit.
To
those.
mix it up. Yeah, it did take me a while.
Oh,
Oh, what?
hi.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I was like, wait a minute, this looks like a trap. I thought he was gonna stand up, but like, yeah, when he's that low, I'll sit and charge this up and hit him to get some ichor. I mean, I'm already at 40, and that's when I just start burning buffs because it's like, why not?
Yeah.
Helps me kill things quicker, like this thing.
I think I have a buff where you get a lot of ice recharge per attack. Like I was getting like 1.5 recently. But it still requires me to have melee capability too.
Yeah, there's not a pure. I don't think you can go pure caster. I don't know. Maybe you can.
I mean, what you just said by like sacrificing health and stuff, you probably could, but that's a really dangerous game to play.
Then again, if you're playing as a caster, you shouldn't be getting hit all that much anyway, because you should be away from the nonsense. I hate when they try to shield bash me. You can't parry that.
Just shield bash them back.
There's my tungsten.
That surprises me every time. So you normally don't see the sidekicks do that stuff.
Louis does it all the time, actually.
Does he?
Yeah, he's got the claw one though, so maybe that's why.
So I guess it's quick.
You see, yeah, his is just literally an uppercut into the claw. That guy looked alive.
Alive?
Waiting. Ooh, a mark of honor.
That thing that I want?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to complain about it. If you wanted to help, you could. You're the one who's been sitting on the sidelines this whole game.
What?
What's that?
I got booted out because apparently I'm too OP to help you.
She's too good. They don't want to see you come in and wreck everything.
All I was doing was remembering what the bosses are weak to, prepping for that boss, and that was the issue. That was overly prepping, I guess.
You're the overly prepared hero.
Yes. Also, Tearjerker. I enjoyed that one.
I love that show. It was a good show. If anybody hasn't seen it, the hero who is, what is it, overly prepared and overly cautious?
Yeah.
It has a long title. All Japanese animes have just ridiculous titles.
Konosuba is like a sentence.
Yeah, I'm glad that they, for the American audience, just dumb that down.
There's so many goddamn boxes in here.
I love how long with gift extender that lasts.
Yeah, it's reinforced.
Shh. I know.
Look at that.
Like, the tree veins weird me out.
Do they? Oh, there's a... Oh, does everyone wake up as soon as I find that? Alright, there was an item here.
Nothing gets
Why do they
past
weird you out?
Huh?
They just look weird.
Aren't they chaos? What were they? Chaos roots? I don't remember what they called them.
Did they have a name?
We try
I thought it was basically those things that were jutting out of the ground like when we first started, no? Is that something different?
Those were, Thorns of Judgment.
Yeah, those aren't like...
No. Those are completely differently. Also, that guy is up there, just chilling out.
Is that a guy?
Yeah, you don't see his feet? Behind you?
No, I don't.
Okay. So you're standing up, you see his toes. Turn. Yeah, see? Oh, I guess he might be actually dead.
That one might... No! Are you serious? He was impaled!
Maybe missed.
Right. Io just hit him a lot more than I did. Also, map of the depths.
Okay, so I beat the game, and there's like... I only went through the first enemy ring. I don't know how it works, but I want to play it with you, and it's like called the Tower of Judgment, I think.
Yeah.
And it looks really fun. You start off... As I only did one fight, so I don't know how it actually goes, but you start off with like one missile at the very top, and your goal is to get, I'm assuming, down the tower. Like by fighting an enemy and just going down.
Is it like a horde mode, or
kind of? But you get to
or a boss rush, I guess.
I think it's like supposed to be kind of like a boss rush, yeah. And I want to do that with you. That just seems kind of fun.
Yeah, I'd be down.
I don't think there's anything tied to it. But... Oh.
Oh, I got hit coming down. Are you serious, Io? No heal for Lee. I think that would make this game about 100 times better. If when you were doing your weapon arts, after a certain point, when you've committed your attack, that it's going through.
You're like
I should
at
not
least some amount of iframes.
Heading there now.
Anything, man, because that is how many times have you watched me where I just got knocked out of a weapons art, and on that one I was. Whoa! I forgot these guys were here. That one I was already all the way through. I was on my downswing. So the fact that that really tears me.
Like, I know on Bloodborne, if you initiate something and get punched, because I have a fucking montage of this, you'll get one hit.
Yeah, you get counter damage and whatnot, but if it's something like the hammer, and you get a hit with you hold triangle with the hammer to charge it up, or whatever, R2, you hold R2 to power up the hammer, once you're coming forward, that hit's going through. You may still get hit, but you're not going to get hit out of your freaking animation. And when I've already charged my attack, and I'm coming down, there's no reason that should take me completely out of the animation. I had that whole charge up, and that's why it has such a long charge up time, because it's a powerful move. It's not like it's a dinky, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the fact that I can just be hit immediately out of it, despite already going through the full charge up, that part just always drives me nuts.
This place has already transformed into a crypt.
Where did that guy go?
He
he's
went.
right.
Oh no. So I went into this room, and my not PS4 Pro did not like that.
Did not appreciate you. Come on, Io, don't. Thank you. No, she killed me. Damn it. Alright, well.
So I wish you luck.
This journey has helped me.
I hope you have a better time than I did.
I'm gonna just go through and try to kill everything as quick as humanly possible.
And that may just be the goal to it, because I'm a turtler. I kind of take my time.
Well, I've got my buffs active right now, so.
You got you don't have time. Oh.
Yeah, I gotta kind of hurry. That was weird. Then Io. I don't know if it's a weapon art she has or what, but when she commits to an attack, she hits like a freaking truck.
I'm sure it's an arts of some sort.
Yeah. She just hits. She hits them like crazy.
That person has something sticking out of their eyeball.
The other guy was impaled on a freaking root. I don't believe any of it. I believe they all come back. Her magic's insane, too. I'd honestly say after playing with her the long, because I usually play with Louie, but having her, I think she's probably your best partner. No?
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you feel about it? Like, who do you usually use?
I think I was using Louie before out of laziness. To be
Just didn't
honest
want
with
to
you.
change.
But I think after the... He's alive. Oh!
No.
It's a big crypt, isn't it?
Yep, there's another one there. Anyway, but like after the memories
Sense
bit,
that
I
as
think
well.
I started experimenting,
So many pillars.
and I kind of just leave Io there because she heals so much if I do go down.
Yeah, she has that. That's why I like her. She's got the huge healing. She loses more, but then she can take care of herself, it seems. So, are you alive? No.
I think this is the root room where I die a lot.
That's what I'm worried about. This is not necessarily the best
There's 3 of
place
them?
to be. See, like there, I understand. I got knocked out as I was committing to the attack. That's not good.
Ah!
Are you serious?
Get out of there, get out of there.
Okay, so we gotta do this without Io. At least until we can find a, thing. No problem, right?
Good luck!
Ah! Ah! Ah!
There's 3 in there.
Are we sure there's 3? I think there was only 2.
No, there's another one on the other half of the room. Unless she got him.
No, he's still there. He's not bothered. Oh, well, I don't have
What's
Icor.
up with his face?
He's a map, maybe?
It's like he's part unicorn. Oh, the camera's not working forward. I'm like, what is going on?
He's trying to hit me through walls. This one transcends space and time.
He definitely has a horn. Oh, it's some weird goggles he has.
Yeah, I thought it was a map. Shoot. Got happy for a second.
Yep, there's the vine.
Is there? Yup.
I think if you could hug.
Yeah, I think it's far enough away. I gotta be a lot more cautious now without my,
Your girlfriend?
my girl. Bay's gone, but not forgotten. Oh, shit. Yeah, before you do that.
That does.
That attack that's never done anything. Is that a buff on his?
Yeah, that was a stagger buff. Okay, watch out for roots.
Alright.
Now you have not died where I did. Ah!
Is this the place earlier?
Hey, I think that takes you back to the missile. So you can get your bay back.
I'm gonna push.
Oh no, I know you're gonna push, but I'm just saying.
This is the ladder that I couldn't go up earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't trust that impaled guy. I think you just moved. No? I'm just crazy. Lee, be careful. That guy will see you.
I don't have my attack buff though, that's the problem. Part of me wants to just wait. Maybe I can hit it?
No.
See? I don't know. I could be in the minority in that. Maybe I'm just complaining because I'm
What?
bad. I don't
You
know.
weren't there, guy!
I don't know where he came from. But he's gonna die in one hit. 2 hits. I may be in the minority there about that.
I mean,
But-
I can't tell you how much healing and how much Icor I have wasted because of that.
In just using a weapons art and being knocked out of it, or what?
Like, immediately.
Well, like immediately, like if you're charging the attack, then that's fine. I'm okay if I use it in the wrong time and I get hit. But if it's already coming right there and you take me out of it, that's not okay. Because I'm on my downward swing. You know, my momentum.
What's gonna happen is gonna happen.
Yeah, unless it's like the fucking final boss and he, you know, whumps me out of it because he's,
Final boss.
yeah, quadrillion times bigger than me, fine. But these guys are like my size, you know.
I'm gonna go get me some more water.
Okay. I'm just bitching.
It's
And like I
okay.
said, it's probably because I'm bad at the game. And I just need to get good. I can live with that. I mean, look at me. I just depend on backstabs all the time. I forgot to use my gift extender. It's always like, it should be second habit at this point. This is just another big room. Okay. Should be the right guy. Come on.
I think there's a setting for it to automatically change who you're locked onto, and it just sounds chaotic as hell.
I mean, yeah, that's what I use. That's what I use in Bloodborne, too.
What?
The auto lock-on? Yeah, where it changes.
That sounds awful.
Oh, wait, don't defend.
What?
I don't know. I thought she got some kind of backstab immunity. I'm like, no! My one weakness.
I mean, she was buffing to all hell, so maybe. If I became a loss, I'd be that person just because of how they laugh.
That was like the weakest strong attack I think I've ever seen. I'll take it. A kill's a kill, especially in a game like this. Alright. Nowhere to go but up. I think that we could get onto the catwalks, it looked like. This should be fun. There's items up there that I want. Alright.
Oh, the items that you cannot see.
Yeah, they're popped up on the map there, on the things.
Ah. Oh, he's got a gun.
Alright.
Burp.
Nope.
Oh.
I got it. Gift extender. Health extender. Oh god, you've got a gun!
Didn't I just get it?
I thought this was the other one. Do they both have guns?
I guess so. Nice.
I just need to get those buffs up. I think I can kill him with a drain.
You don't have your music turned down, do you?
I do not. Why?
There's none here.
It's like atmosphere.
There's none. Oh boy.
Hey, it's like that part in Dark Souls where you have to go on top of the Anarlondo Cathedral, and all the white painted guardians go after you. Also, tungsten. There was one more up there.
The fact that you have to go up there twice.
3 times, because there was items on the other bridge too, I believe, in the other room. So I'll have to come up here again. I know, tracking back and forth. I think that's
Yeah,
an enemy though.
Oh yeah, it's definitely an enemy. He's floating there.
It's so crap because they look like they're straight up just
Splat.
plugged into the the vines.
That's a gun.
Is that a gun?
That's a gun.
I'm gonna run headlong into it. Oh, just kidding. Homeboy wants a piece of this. Oh god, he's coming. At least it was a shield bash. As much as I said I don't like them, they at least don't do a lot of damage. We'll use you to drink some ichor.
Oh my gosh. Woo.
We haven't used any of these.
Oh boy. Yeah, when I fought Nicola, I went through every single one I had. And what I had gotten from all my trading. Like, I was so... And that was before I realized, hey, there's elemental things at play.
Oh, were you trying to hit him with freeze or what?
No! fire stuff, because I had a fire spear at that point.
Is he weak to fear?
Yeah,
Is he weak to fire?
he's weak to fire. And I think there's a, I don't, whatever. I guess not, since you don't see it. But yeah, there was like a chest earlier, either, not necessarily in that level, but just earlier, where you find a fire spear somewhere. And so I could switch to that, no problems.
The derpiest fight, I'm sorry. I promise I'm listening. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Did I kill him? Okay. Tungsten. Well, at least it was worth it.
I hear something else, or was that him dying?
I think it was him dying. Yeah, I haven't really matched up elements too much. I mean, I used the Yanakumo sword through like the entire game till I got this fire one, and then I had the ice one also.
From the lady that...
But I don't really ever see, like, I don't know what ice is good against. It's not really good at telling you what's good against what,
So,
other than the obvious.
There's only 4 actual elements. There's blood, lightning, fire, and ice. And it feels like... And fire and ice just are polar opposites. I don't know if the lightning goes well against blood, though.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
And then there's like 3 attack types, which is slash, rush, and pierce.
Quit.
They are just odd.
Got 2. Is he really? Just jump down.
It's too far, Daddy.
It's too far. I went for the all-out attack on that one.
It looked like you got a couple of them.
I got 2. I feel like, but again, he was too close. It doesn't matter if the sword hits him. It has to be the ground pound, I think. And that's just stupid to me. You will never convince me that that is not stupid.
You in particular.
Yeah,
Up
fuck
the butt.
that guy. Okay. Really hoping there's like a missile around here soon. Now, I know there was a white soldier. I also need to be ready for...
People to drop in.
I can hear him. Might as well get his attention now. So if I can play the backstab game, I think I'll be fine.
What?
Whoa! Okay. That's crap. What am I supposed to... He can do it over there and he does it on him. I was never even given a chance. What?
Open up your map. I want to see how far you got.
Oh, I'm all the way... I'm sure I was by something. I can get back there. That's just frustrating. Because he didn't even fight me. He just... Fucking... Ugh.
But, yeah, there's... For, like, attack types, there's slash, which of course is, like, I'm sure your weapon is slash.
Yeah.
Crush, which I'm sure is, like, hammers. And pierce, which I'm sure is, like, the halberds and stuff.
Well, I would imagine pierce is also any kind of... Because in, what is it, in Bloodborne, there's 2. There's blunt and thrust, and then physical, so 3. And physical is anything that isn't blunt or thrust. And in there, it's pretty self-explanatory. Blunt's anything heavy that's going to hit you. Thrust is anything that pierces. Which I imagine... Did you say piercing was one in this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I imagine it's the same thing.
But when it comes to what enemies are weak to what,
Yeah.
it's kind of convoluted.
Because, I mean, in Dark Souls...
And that also and that same structure applies to the magic, too.
Yeah, dark and light and all that
It's
jazz.
so... I know dark is the attacks and lights are the buffs.
This is the way that we came. But I know, yeah, there's dark attacks and there's light attacks. Oh, is that... I think there's a missile up. Probably up there. It looks like... Oh, no, that's the starting one. Okay. It's like, please tell me I wasn't close.
Did you find something good?
And I could probably figure out what goes to what if I would go with the in-game hints and stuff.
This place is quiet.
I'm also Nancy.
Well, I'm sure if you go through, you know, and these games
Watch
are...
out for thorns.
Yeah, I got stuck on the body or whatever the fuck that was. Just gonna...
Dash on over.
Yeah. Just gonna go get my stuff.
Oh god!
I thought it was on the other side. And these games are wiki games. You look up...
Stay
Oh
out of
god.
sight. A tool
What do you
is
mean
all
they're
how you
wiki
use it.
games?
You look up on the wiki to find out, okay, this is weak to this is weak to this, because it doesn't tell you at all what's, you know, what to what. And the other games aren't like that too. It's just that they kind of make sense as to what it would be. You know, in Dark Souls, skeletons are weak to blunt attacks or whatever. I forget what it's called in that game.
I guess you can't pierce the skeleton.
Yeah,
can
here
you?
they're weak to they resist thrusting attacks. So if you have a sword, you know, and you do a thrust attack with the sword, it's not going to do anything.
Since
I'm not getting
I would
away
imagine
anymore.
your sword would go through the ribs.
Where, you know, with a blunt attack, you're bashing it over the head.
They are waiting for us. It's wise to be prepared.
How close are you to your shit?
Oh, we were a ways in. I imagine we had to be close to a freaking missile. I know. I'm trying to lock onto this one. It's not working.
I can breathe easy with you around.
And I would have beat that guy too. He just magicked. Like I was trying to iframe through it. I didn't know he was. I thought he was gonna blow it up where I was standing and not where I was going.
Enemy
I don't know what just happened.
Flying something.
I'm going with it.
This height.
But like with these enemies, I couldn't tell you what. I couldn't tell you what did good
I
against
just
what.
know that the ladies, the weird like guardian ladies, I know they're weak to pierce because I looked it up. But how you'd find that out, I have no idea.
Guardian ladies.
The
The fat ones?
yeah, like the bat ones.
Oh, okay.
But as I said, I don't know how you'd find that out. She's stealing your thunder.
I don't.
I think you steal each other's
I
thunder.
don't know what happened. I think we confused the game.
Oh, you're so close.
Okay, that's that way. I don't want to go that way. I'll go this way.
That's better, isn't it?
This hoe. Took out all those guys, no problem. And then that guy killed me with freaking magic bullshit.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I got a backstab somewhere in there. Let's wait for that follow-up.
You're so much more brave than I
I
am.
can certainly use this. Sorry for being a burden.
I mean, I could have... The smart thing there would have been to back off and heal, let EO take all the blunt of everything, but... I can't do that to baby girls. I can't. I gotta be there for her, Dakota.
The Bubba Girls.
She needs me. She said she couldn't let us take the burden on our own.
There's a surprise.
What?
A ledge?
What? I'm assuming we'll just come back there later and be able to drop down there. That's weird.
Oh, hey, there's a person over there.
Yep, I was literally right there. That would have been the last enemy. If I would have killed him, I would have got it. It's frustrating, Dakota.
Talk to the lady.
Our mission, our purpose for existence, is to stay by the successors' sides and ease their suffering. There is only one path for us, to fulfill the duty we have been entrusted with.
Al just goes, nope.
Oh. Do we rest?
No.
We have 40 with 6 health. I think we'll be okay.
Everything's dead. No, it was dead.
Yeah. But I touched it, right? So, yeah, if I die, I'll go back there. Okay.
Oh, hey, you left an item.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be up. I didn't see anything on the ground. I just don't pay attention.
We have to choose one way or the other.
Oh,
Another IO. Ooh.
Oh, that was before.
Is that the drop down?
Yeah, that's the drop down.
That's a drop down. Don't do that. Hello, you have a weapon out, though. Oh! Why are you trying to stop us?
Well, their point is to protect the relics, and you're going after the relics, so...
That's true.
That's the only thing I can think of, as depressing as that is. Oh.
You have anything to say about this? That was a boss fight.
Was it?
Okay. Moving on. Wow. I think that's more like your lore fight than anything else.
And that's as I said, I think that's what it was. Is that was probably the attendance for this particular dude, Silva.
I will fight. That much I do know.
If you have, so does that mean Eva has multiple attendants and she has multiple relics?
I don't know. That is a good question.
Sorry.
God bless you.
Because that would make sense.
No, yeah, it would. Definitely would. I like how it really wants you to go after that one guy and get the drop on him.
What?
What? This game. Some titanium. And a chest. And a guy up on the wall. That's not on the wall anymore.
Imagine his perspective. You were just opening a chest. How did I not go into you and out the other end?
Yeah.
I went through you.
I'm really lucky that I played like Bloodborne and Dark Souls before this, because I couldn't imagine playing this game and then getting tricked by shit like that this far in. You just always have to be looking out for that crap. If there's, but they do it too much in this one, I think. They'll put an obvious something or other, and it's like, yeah, it's obviously a trap.
Well, then it felt like
This is a bad place to fight.
sometimes they're obvious, but then it doesn't feel that obvious at the same time with a lot of them. Like the ones that are like, look obviously impaled by roots are obviously not impaled.
Yeah, no, what I mean though is like, you know, somebody's gonna drop down. You know, had we not been tricked by every freaking one that was on roots, I'd be like, yeah, that guy ain't coming down, he's impaled. But they've literally used that same one about 3 or 4 different times. Put an item, put a chest there, and there's a guy hanging on the back. It's like, yeah.
That red last time?
Like this guy. Bet he's...
Like,
We found some
Yeah, but it's not
today.
consistent.
My reasons to be.
Oh, there's a vestige, or a plant over there.
We can get down safely now.
At least I can come back.
We will not be fooled.
Was the other one alive? No, it doesn't look like he got up.
it's so confusing and hard.
Yeah, I thought that one was alive. Okay. The one that I hit was clearly like... He was clearly alive, but... Ooh,
This place in particular is kind of weird for me because
Oh my god, thank god.
I would
Shortcut.
go in emote and I'd be floating above the floor. So I wonder if that has something to do with it.
What do you mean?
Through here.
Like maybe if they're not quite touching the floor, they're actually alive.
Oh.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that they're kind of... Their models float a little bit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and that's just experience from when I had when I was like being a dork and emoting. Don't.
I didn't even see that. Okay. Thanks, game.
I tried. Everything is a lot more bloody over here.
Did see a ledge here. I don't think I can make that jump. I'm gonna say no. It doesn't look like it goes anywhere anyway. There's a guy over there.
Story time?
It looks like there's something on the other side here. There are all these boxes. Yeah,
Look at that.
and I need to find out where that dude and those thingies are. The missile. I love how it gives you this after you've got the one that just lets you go wherever you want. Or whenever you want, as many times as you want.
Yeah.
Heading there now.
Does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
They found something valuable.
That just drops you on top of that room where the big fatty was, so you can sneak up on him.
I have a feeling by the time you walked past there, it would have found you anyway, though.
Hey, that's that, I think that's that Berserker boss that we fought at the cathedral.
Yeah.
It's wise.
To my understanding, though, you were backstabbing it like crazy, so I'm sure the same applies now.
Yeah.
And it's a bigger arena.
Yeah, because I don't do shit for damage.
Oh, and it'll stagger on its next attack. Or is it anti-stagger? I don't know.
I'm just gonna play it safe, although I don't know if that's a buff. Hello.
Ow.
No, don't run to where I'm going! Ah, I thought that was its back. Nope. I thought he was gonna come. Everyone has... Well, the first one, at least. Everyone has those full arena moves. It drives me nuts. I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to use my weapon art here unless he goes after EO. Like, what, that?
Ah!
Never mind, he used his first. Can't stagger him out of his. He's bigger, I'll give him a pass, but...
Can you not stab him?
I am trying.
Ooh.
It's like he knows exactly where I'm going. And I can't get any heals in. I'm gonna use all my heals on this one asshole. See, and that time he didn't come around for a second attack. There we go.
Finally. So it can be done. Oh,
Not that it did anything, but...
Yay!
Thanks, Jack! That gave me a inducer.
All the
too.
enemies you just ran by that was on the map.
What's that?
Pause. You can see all the red dots of the enemies you've like been alerted of
Oh.
that you just ran past.
Yeah, F them.
Look at that. What's that?
I'm sure the pure blood does something besides Grant Eichel, but I've never used it.
That's 100. Not again. Stupid.
Oh, that's where that was.
Yeah, we just went in a circle. Cool. That's 100%.
Story time. Story time.
Or she'll attack us. And at the last one. So yeah, why are there 2 attendants? I don't know about your theory.
Well, no, because Mito sliced off the head of his dude, and at least 3 relics went to him.
Oh yeah, that's
So
true.
that's alright.
So we have 3 attendants.
So that gives him a total of 4 relics. Because he already had 1 to start with.
I know you can do it. I've been waiting for you. Please, spin a thread of
Spin a
memory for
thread.
me.
2 Eos festivals. I think we're almost there.
I imagine so. You're running out of vestiges. Stomp, 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 stomp,
Forgive
stomp.
me, my successor.
I just hate that they all sound the same. I don't know if it's our...
I promised
Ours
that
is
I
not.
gotta read the name.
as your attendant, it was my duty. But I could not prevent
Oh, so that's...
mercy.
Oh.
In the end,
It's a pile of ash.
I could do nothing more
I wonder if that's the one for the one dude that Jack killed that we didn't really get to talk to.
Yeah.
Why was I even here?
Kind of looks like the arena now.
Yeah. The trench arena. Okay,
Was that her being sad?
I think so. But yeah, that's my assumption is that was the trench arena.
We'll have to go back and look and see.
Would there still be a pile of ash there? It's been a minute. Imagine the wind's blown it away.
Yeah, I've seen this before. I diagnose it with ash. Looks a lot like death to me. Maybe if you poke it with a stick.
Would it yelp?
No, I'd imagine it would just... whatever sound sand makes when you poke it with a stick. Yep, seen this before. It's death.
There's no coming back from it.
He's got a bad case of it. Revenants who carry parts of the Queen's body called relics.
This attendant lost their successor to frenzy.
No,
and
I
then
don't think it's
succumbed
him.
to it themselves.
They frenzied.
If all we can do is stand by and watch, while we lose the ones we've been charged to protect, then does our presence serve any purpose?
Wonder if we get this cutscene if Io's not with us.
I wonder.
As attendants, what good do we do?
Or if she just shows up after this
She might just
anyway.
show up out of the blue. Who knows?
And she's gone again. With her giant axe. So I said, she's the most useful of all the co-op
The peeps.
partners. Yeah.
I've been waiting. Please.
What
speak
else you
that
got?
memory
This
to
the
me.
last one?
It looks
Memory
like
of
it.
a devoted attendant. Because if I was missing any, I think it would be just grayed out. It tells you which ones that you should have at that point.
I don't know. I've never actually talked to them, so because I went back to EO for that stuff, so I feel kind of
okay.
dumb.
You didn't spread a...
What?
Spin a thread of memory?
I did not. Because I would go to EO going, oh, I have
Let's ease
messages.
your suffering,
And then I'd go back
even
and
if it is only by the smallest
wouldn't see
amount.
anything. So I didn't know that's what they did.
Yeah.
Then I would gladly sacrifice myself to do so. After all, that is the duty with which I have been entrusted. It is my
Is that an
reason to
attendant?
be.
Yeah. She killed herself for some reason.
For now,
Well, they don't live for anything but to serve their person, their successor. Okay.
This one I don't recognize. It's very earthy looking.
It's probably Earth. It's
They're
probably
not elements, Lee.
it's probably on the same planet we're on right now.
I fucking hate you.
Don't worry, guys. I'm on the case. All those detective games we played has more than got me ready for this one point.
Ugh.
The look I'm getting ready, it's amazing.
Shut up. You're so stupid.
Why am I stupid? What did I do?
What haven't you done, Lee? These load times feel like they'd been shorter if these were all videos instead of having to load all the models.
Imagine if we were playing this on, we got it on PC. I may get it on PC, to be
is
honest.
it really meant to
Between
be
the
this
solid
way?
state, a better,
Do all attendants have to
optimized
sacrifice their lives
game,
for the sake of their
maybe.
successors? It
You
does
would
not
definitely
seem
have a
right.
prettier waifu simulator.
But could it be that I'm mistaken?
I'm just sad I can't actually make Io as a playable character.
Why can't you?
You can't get that. I'm assuming you can't get that outfit.
Just put her in a bath towel.
I've been
You're right.
spin a thread of
Same
memory
thing, right?
free.
We got them all. All right.
I mean, there it is.
This thing is
That used to be a bath towel.
This thing's huge. She knows what she's talking about.
Shut up, you retard.
Did you not hear what she said? She's talking about us, obviously.
What inappropriate things have you done with her?
If it was me, a lot. We didn't even bother going to the rooms in the back. We just used her little one by the candles.
God damn.
Everybody watched. It was a good time.
He's talking about the church rooms.
I don't think we've gone back there, have we?
You and Mia wake up in one, and I think the other one's supposed to be Louis'. Just straight up, Louis has his own room?
Yeah. Because there's like 3 rooms. They make Io, they're like 3 rooms, but no. Io sleeps out on the balcony.
With all the candles,
Yeah.
with all the dust and draperies
They're just
out in
hoping.
the open.
Hello.
I don't think they're alive.
I'm gonna be really
so there's
pissed off.
4 there.
Do they just all fight over? He has a harem.
Oh
My
god.
God, Silva, you man dog. In this case, literally,
I cannot understand.
he's the one that turned into a dog, right?
The actions you've chosen to take, they can bring nothing but further disaster.
What does that
to this
one do?
land.
I don't know.
That one's dead. That one's dead.
I cannot allow that mistake to repeat itself a second time.
What mistake to
Stand by
repeat
their
itself?
side and attend to them. That is enough. It is the duty with which we have all been entrusted. If you lose your way,
See, but yeah, she's the only one
if
with
you take one
bandages.
false step, it
Probably
will
just
lead
so
to
we
that
can-
same
We can
result.
identify her.
She also has the broken
Mask.
It's not
mask.
true. Yes, as attendants, it may be that we were all born from Cruz's weakness. But
At least we finally
are
got an
not
answer
all
to that.
identical to one another. Our experiences are unique.
Sorry,
Through
that
our
one.
journeys,
One of the
I have
facts very
experienced the
distracting.
memories of so many different people. I have witnessed the passion with which they lived their lives. And what I've found for every single one of those people is that they fought as hard as they could to survive. They pushed themselves for the sake of others to keep living. It didn't matter if they had lived as a human or if they had lived as a revenant.
Are we gonna let
They
these dying
still
people
struggled
talk to you, or are
on.
you just gonna talk over their deaths?
They just all just
It was
kill
the
over.
same for the successors, just as it was for so many of our poor sisters. I do not wish to cling to a futile mission out of fear and let myself stand by.
I need to do
hoping
like
for a peaceful
a
ending.
not EO count because we've ran into so
I
many
will
of them.
struggle. I will fight against Cruz's sin and against my duty.
6 plus these guys.
What it means to be alive.
So 10? 10 not EOs?
Ew.
Well,
It's
because
true.
there's the
There
4,
does seem
there's
to be
ours,
something
there's these
different
4,
within
there's
you.
the other 4 in the
Something
level
that sets
itself.
you apart from the other attendants.
I only remember 2 in the actual level.
Very well.
3, including the boss, sorry. And then there's the
I
other one by the
bequeath
elevator,
all
so that's 4.
To you.
Yeah.
So that's 12?
And so
13.
I beg of you. Please.
Whoa.
Save everyone.
She dead. Can that one disappear? Okay. She was freaking me out. I don't know what she was doing
This
back
is
there,
new.
but
We go
So
together.
13 is what I said?
there's our edgy slow door opening scene.
Oh, I guess it has been a minute since we've seen that.
This
Red.
is the core of the crypt.
Oh, wow. Great
There's a
shit.
lake of blood below. Watch your step.
Why?
It is very gross.
It's
It's all
disgusting.
coagulated and shit. I guess it is blood.
Want to rest a bit and move on?
I like how it's like, remember how you guys are fucking vampires? Here's your, like, really hard reminder.
Well, we've got over 1 million haze, so
Please use it. Please, dear. Oh, God. Please use it.
we'll go to 130.
How far can you go?
133.
Oh, okay.
It's got to be an even number at least.
No, I feel you. It's got to be at least increments of 5.
So, blood, fire, ice, lightning, slash, crush, pierce. Yeah. So I imagine pierce is anything that's stabby, where slash is just your physical.
Yeah.
Any physical, with crush being blunt. It's basically just physical, blunt, and thrust. which makes sense. And of course, blood, fire, ice, and lightning. It's just what it affects. Doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, there's so many skills and stuff. Like, it's taken me like an entire playthrough to get a handle on it.
Yeah.
Just to get a concept going.
This is where we saw Wolfman.
Oh, is he on his throne up there?
I don't know.
How do you
Sometimes when it comes to the bosses, I'd go into photo mode and see how close I can get. Like, no shit.
Just seeing them. I can't see anything up there. So we want to say until next time. Just kidding. We're actually gonna finish this today.
Oh, I was like, okay.
I had you there for a second.
You did.
And all of you at home, you guys thought I'd do that. I care about you guys. I wouldn't do a thing like that.
I mean, I basically forced you to do that in a whole bunch of other ones.
Unless I'm stuck in a room for, well, 2 rooms for a full 45 minutes and the salt starts flowing.
Oh, yeah. I was like, 2 rooms? What are you talking about? Right. Videos ago. See, I played my music super low, so I didn't hear any of this.
Yeah, he's got like the weird braids. He's a wolf with braids, Dakota. Okay.
That just sounds like my
This guy's
ears would want to shriek.
This guy's a little extra. He's a little much.
At least the abs are consistent.
Okay. I'm a giant wolf man with wolf things.
And wolf abs.
Alright, what BS shit are you gonna hit me with while I'm over here?
Whoa! Convenient.
That hit me. I should probably back off a little. Knowing that's gonna, yeah. So I said every enemy has a BS just... That's an AoE, because every enemy also has one of those. Or maybe it was a buff.
Yes.
Just trying to scout him for now.
Figure out his stick. So you're smart and smarter than me.
I'm smart as he dodges into an attack. Oh, hello. That would have been an amazing attack.
Is I would fight until I died to try and learn his attacks, where you're actually observing them.
Yeah, that's the big thing with these, is you scout. Find out what he's gonna do. Find out all his bullshit. Oh, here it comes. At least it hit that time, right?
I think so.
Oh no, it did. Either that or she hit him for massive. That didn't really do anything, so... I thought I dodged it.
You know what? This is the Maria fight.
Is it?
Watch how he attacks.
He has blood on his weapons now. It's a little on the nose, Bandai.
Like, I think I've only fought Maria once, but I've seen so many videos and I've seen you do it, because I think you said you like fighting her. But that's exactly what I'm seeing right now.
I dodged that. Come on. I also forgot to put my extender on. Damn it. Just effing this all up. Oh my god. I just think this thing has more range than it actually does.
But yeah, the more I'm watching, the more I see.
What the hell was that?
Maria doesn't have that move.
I will save my ass as she dies. Well,
To the very end.
I tried to back off and heal. Oh, he's got a
But
bee's
no,
dick.
I don't know if you noticed that too, or maybe you can correct me if I'm crazy. But it feels like a lot of his animations and movesets are very reminiscent.
They're reminiscent, yeah. It goes more to just than the blood.
Well, I mean, that's
He even has a 3-phase where he gets the insane reach, but he's still melee.
I wouldn't even say, like, of the blood, because that's like saying Bloodborne and Crusade are the same inspiration, because...
Well, no, that's what I'm saying, but in his movements, he's very... It's a lot of elegant... Get some Ichor back.
I wonder what Eo's message is going to be.
What do you mean?
She had a message for this dude.
Try to hit him, but... Nope. He's gonna hit me with a long attack. No, he's gonna go after her. Okay. At least she's dodging.
Kind of.
Fall in the circle. That's if you overdodge. Oh, I could move back out of there quick enough. Is that another buff, or...?
I don't think he has buffs, because it would show underneath his bar, I think.
I mean, is he buffing to a new phase?
Oh. I mean, yeah, he looks different.
I'm just playing this one safe. There we go. Give me the hit, give me the hit.
Yeah!
There we go. That's my core back.
I never even thought of that on bosses.
While he's between phases, or what?
Yeah, we'll just try to get I4 off bosses.
I mean, when they're on the knee, or when they're... Ugh, damn it. A lot of times when he's between, like when bosses are between phases, that's when I go. Because there really is no way for them to attack you, and you're not doing damage to them. So I'll try to steal some Ichor then.
Maybe?
It's every time. Once that, and that's a one hit. If that hits me, there's nothing I can do. I need to make sure she doesn't die. Come on. Wow. He killed both of us with one swing.
Yeah.
Good morning.
I just don't know how... like I said, it's just me needing to get good. I just thought I was playing safe and whatnot. I felt like I framed through it, but...
I'll make good use of this.
Because I wasn't even on the offensive. But yeah, for parts like, well, if I didn't fuck up picking those up.
I wouldn't even worry about picking them up, really.
I really shouldn't.
You're at a point where it really kind of doesn't feel like it matters. Especially since you leveled up right before you did this.
Say, okay. Yeah, if that first one hits me, that's it. I just gotta be on the defensive here. Take the stagger to heal. Nope. Yeah, if that first one hits me, there's no time to recover, because it's always been a stagger.
Maybe it's because of how light you are.
I doubt, well, maybe. That could be it. Please hit.
Yeah!
And it's this buff here. This is the one that always gets me, although... Alright.
Have you considered going YOLO judgment style?
No. Not yet. I'm just trying... That's the one thing I've learned from this game, is the backswing is what kills me. Or if I dodge directly into it.
Well, you said... I think you were trying to teach me in Bloodborne to dodge forward, and I don't know if it's a thing in this game.
Like I just tried to do there? Shit.
You should YOLO this.
Nope. I don't understand. I need to get that going though. I tried to dodge through, and it wouldn't let me. I got stuck on him. That's the problem. I feel like I'm hitboxing. I'm hitting him. I was trying to dodge sideways like this, and it just wasn't.
As long as you're
It
still
wasn't
standing,
working.
I shall never give up.
Yeah, getting him down to that point is no problem. He just gets, I think he buffs and just gets more health and or more resistances.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is maybe you should use judgment when that happens. Like that last, like, 8.
I just don't know if there's going to be another phase. And if there's another phase, I don't want to. I don't want to eat shit. And then... That should have hit me. That should have missed me. Go for it. Come on.
I think that completely
That didn't.
missed.
Like my sword should be a little longer. I don't understand, Dakota. I
like
really
you,
don't.
It's like you do a drop kick, and you have to have the length with your kick out to hit him. Ow. Oh. Ow.
I'm trying. He should be close. There it is. Here we go. Let's see. Like, that's the distance, right? There it is. And I don't understand. I feel like that's the distance I hit from every time. Here comes a buff. And then this is where it just goes to shit. I just don't have the room.
You have plenty of room. It's just the breathing space.
Just trying to get my buffs going.
Slowly, surely, eventually.
No! I dodged that. That was too early. Come on, Io.
Oh,
I don't know how
barely
you...
got you.
Yeah. Alright, well, you know how this goes. You're gonna go for it. Nope. He's gonna jump. I can't back into that one.
At least it's extremely well telegraphed.
He is, it's just... He's telegraphed, but at the same time, a lot of his moves look exactly the same, and it's not until that last split second that you know
Which way
what's coming and which way I need to dodge. I keep trying to dodge forward. I dodge forward into the attacks I need to be dodging back, and I dodge back into what's supposed to be coming forward, and it's just, he mixes it up so well, and it's that last little bit that I just can't.
Stupid question. What if he goes sideways?
I mean, I try to dodge through. Anytime I try to dodge through him, I just clip him. I'm sure that's what I'm supposed to do, but... Too far. Although that looked like it hit him. I should really... If it wasn't such a damaging move, I wouldn't try it so much. Alright. Gotta be close to staggering, no? No, that's not gonna be. Luckily, that doesn't... When it's him buffing, it doesn't do a lot. Going for it. That one hit.
Every time I hear it, I kind of have the same thought process of Crash Bandicoot
It's exactly what I was thinking. He sounds like the freaking Mask.
I'm glad that you and I are on the same page. Granted, I haven't played those games since it came out. But with the remake recently, it kind of came back into my head.
He tagged me with the backswing on the... as I was coming down. I guess I said if it was the final boss that I wouldn't get mad. But man, that's rough. What? Man, this boss is great.
Oh, I thought you got hit for a second.
Come on.
No, he moved!
And that's the bad thing about your partners. That's why a lot of times I just feel more comfortable. Is she not gonna heal me? Okay. Sometimes, yeah, she can bail you out, but it also hurts in cases where I should have got the hit. It's that last little bit.
Good morning.
I'm almost about to just say fuck it and just final judgment. If there's a second form, I guess I just have to fight him again. I just can't get an opening.
Calm your emotions. It's wise to be
Buff, 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 buff.
Yeah. Alright. Here we go again. I was about to say, I've almost got this first fight down to a science, but then he hit me with it while he was buffing. Oh, maybe I can sneak one in. No, he's gonna hit me just right out of it. It's a good move. It takes too long. It hits for stupid amounts, and as it should. If it takes that long, it should hit for dumb amounts of damage. That does nothing. I think I got a winning strategy here. I just keep getting caught. Anything that does one hit, you just have to play it flawlessly.
Do you even have health?
Every time. And it's just a waste of Ichor. Should be getting close to a stun. Oh, and it's on cooldown! Are you kidding me? That's not what I meant to do. Now I'm just fucking up. I'm pressing wrong buttons and... All right.
defeat is not the end. Do not be
We're gonna do it on this one.
Okay.
This is the one. We won't even go get the haze.
Well, yeah, no, there's no point. I don't know why you're getting paid.
You keep saying there's no point. I'm not gonna get it. And this is the one we beat him.
Oh, gosh. If I was him, I'd be like, you little shit.
Dodge it without using stamina there. Just gotta play smart. Get some of our ichor back. Don't get hit by that. Do 3 cross. 1. Just gonna scout him out and wait for the punishable attacks and make sure that I can punish too close. Despite both swords hitting him. Full combo on him. Come on, give me this hit. Ugh.
Io's so greedy.
She is. That's gonna hit me. Ooh, we got a stagger on him.
I shall maximize my efforts.
Give our healing. Wait for the next attack. Can't dodge through it. Io. Too early. It's okay, we both missed. I just need to stay alive until I get my damage buff back on. Kidding me. Come on, Io. Come on. Fucking kidding me.
She was busy dodging.
She was up for a good second.
You awake again.
And that's the first time I've been hit by that attack, too. Because he'll always come at you, and then he immediately does a 360 or a 180
I'll make good use
and slams right down where you're supposed to dodge through. It's a dickish move, and it's like, okay. Let's see if I can do this without looking like a clown this time. Nope, too close. Trade ichor for some home. I'm not sure if that actually hit or not.
Oh.
I think I iframed through that.
Yeah, I think you did too.
I need to know that I've been hit by that every time I've tried to dodge through. He's got to be close to staggering. Not that time. Come on, stay on him. Stay on him. There we go. That's not it. He's buffing, so that did nothing. Here it comes. Whoa! That tracked me. I thought I was dead. I quit moving.
I thought you were dead too. Not gonna lie.
That tracked me to an insane degree. Yeah. That last time is the first time that thing... Oh, please heal me. Nope, she's on the ground.
I have,
Oh, my goodness.
because I was using
Are you feeling
the
alright?
other weapon arts on him.
There's just no time for any of them. I have that quick one that I could switch to, but this just does... It does so much damage
It's wise to be prepared.
that
Because-
even though it misses for some stupid reason, I just have to be smart about using it. And
What I was doing was I had a caster token on, so I had more ichor to.
Oh my goodness. Get my stamina back. I thought he was gonna go for a fourth one. I'm like, that's new. Yeah, because it's not... And that's the problem with this fight. 10 healed, it doesn't matter how many heals I have. Because I always die with, like, almost all of them, no?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been paying attention.
No, I have been. You always have at least more than half.
So it's not a problem with not being able to heal. Is he gonna buff? It just comes out of nowhere. Oh, please, please, please! Thank you. That's my time. I should have been punishing that. My extenders up. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't even take the gift. Please take. Thank you. What just happened? But
Were you trying to parry his attack?
no, I wasn't. I don't know why that came out. But I can't risk doing a combo when I don't. Damn it. Come on, give it to me. There we go, Io. I thought I could get under. There we go. Okay. Are you kidding me? I think I just need to say fuck it and just attack him. I don't. Every time I back off to try to heal, I can't. You play defensively and you get punished for it. Oh man.
Fight freely. I will provide support.
The salt flows.
Oh yeah. No, I'm seeing it.
It's frustrating. It really is. There was no reason to try and... Now I'm just making stupid mistakes. Because I feel like I'm playing it as right as I can. That just gave me one. Are you kidding me? I don't know what you're doing, Io. Yeah. See, I can consistently end up behind him. The one time I got hit by that is the one time where I could have killed him. He's gonna buff. I should have went for weapons art.
I thought you said when he's buffed, he doesn't work.
I meant when he was like that. Hopefully that hits him. There we go. I just need to stay on him. I'm just gonna play aggressive because it's every time I back off to heal. Come on, come on, come on! Come on! Why does that never hit? Immediately do what I said I wasn't going to do.
Whoop.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I was
was
like,
like,
wait a minute.
fuck me, man. I guess that's just what you have to do. It's just be stupidly aggressive.
That last leg.
If it's a final boss, you know there's going to be 2 phases.
Or in the case of every Final Fantasy game ever.
I know,
there's
there
like
may be
16.
This is my true final form.
This is my true final
You're just
form.
fighting the world.
I think in Final Fantasy
wrong?
VII, that's exactly what you do.
Oh my god, and the floating fire will come down and pick us up, and we fight from upon their platform, from which they have sung to us. Jesus. Oh god, it is the world.
Oh, there's 4 more relics.
Is it all the relics? Yeah.
So now he has a total of 8.
Who's sending all those at him?
They said it before that the queen wants to reassemble herself, so he probably had so many already that they just kind of
Found its way into him.
yeah. And right now the other 4, I guess the 5 with us too, they aren't going to because we saved them, I assume.
He's mega evolving.
Is that what it looks like? The
Yeah.
red one?
They go into a little bubble, and then they blow out of it.
He's ugly. But see, like, it's blue blood, so that's what makes me think that.
It's the queen.
Is that what that's supposed to be?
I don't know.
Oh.
You said it's blue blood.
And a blue blood.
Or he just has a really good internal cooling system.
No. I refuse to let the world end here.
I talked!
I was like, you spoke.
I will stop this.
I talked! Also, my eyes are really red.
You've been dealing with a lot of shit.
Oh, God. Do I get my healing back for this shit at least?
No, you have to do it with 2.
Do I really? Is that all I had left? No, I hardly healed. I healed once!
Oh, so yeah, it didn't.
What?
Yeah, this boss, I was just attacking the shit out of.
I'm showing those air particles, who's boss.
I attacked the big one. Is what I did a lot of the time because it was just kind of hard to navigate. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Hop, hop, hop. Hop, hop. I can't go in super crazy.
And that's why I kind of stuck to those front big arms.
The ones that just landed on me?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was like, should my healing gift take care of this? No, it's not active. Io, take the wheel.
This would be the perfect time for everybody to help instead of you and Io.
There's a fucking raid boss. We've literally done everything on this adventure. I got enough back that I don't need to heal. I'm just wildly swinging. I don't even know what I'm trying to hit. Anytime he jumps, that's just an automatic hit. Ooh. Ooh. You kidding me?
It's our fucking big ass gorilla arm. Also, unsure if wings or antlers.
Yes. Stand still! You know, for what it's worth, I'm not doing that bad.
It's not a bad fight, it just looks like it's really annoying.
If I could hit the damn thing, this wouldn't be terrible.
Again, caster person. I think there is this one attack that
Ooh.
has ricochet fire explosion shit.
I hit him so hard he wouldn't do another phase.
And I just kept spamming that shit on him.
Oh! A headshot! Those are in premium. Ah! What?
It's fire and it's lasers!
Fire and the laser! Shit!
You're backing it up in the corner that I can't even back up further into.
Healing, please. Yeah. Not, what? 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 Ah!
Just kind of waltz down that.
It did not.
I think you died less than you would have died.
I agree.
Because that was the one thing I didn't get to do, because on a caster I'm so far away. It just
Oh,
made
come
sense.
on.
Did a belly flop. After a praise.
Whoa!
And lasers. That you
Somehow
went out.
phased
Yeah.
through.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm on my piece of shit. You've got to be kidding me.
Can you still regenerate?
You're...
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Oh man! Look at you! I don't think you got hit during that.
Going for it.
Alright. YOLO that stuff.
All or nothing. As I don't hit anything.
Just get on. Oh! Not as bad as I thought it would be.
I'm gonna take a heal.
That's...
Oh! No! Oh, Jesus. Come on, game. Woo, woo, woo. Happy feet.
Hey, but you figured that move out. It is...
Got it.
Woo! Fist bump.
That was dumb.
So what was harder, that boss or...
Well, hold on. See if the world pops out with hands and antlers. He's turning to stone. If I save him, I quit. No one dies except me. I am the MC. I told you, Jack Slam, when it hits.
Because you hit for like, what, 32,000?
I had both Bridge to Glory and Final Journey going, and that thing took off like the last quarter of its health on its own.
We don't have a
I
lot
hope
of
you
time.
keel over. I just want to see you keel over in the middle
Hey,
of the
kid.
cutscene.
Can you handle this?
Yeah, the buff that I use, like, stupidly buffs you, but
It kills you after a minute.
yeah, literally. Dude, my eyes are so red. Don't worry, I will bring him back like your brother. I like to think we talk like Arnold.
You chose his voice. That's not what he sounded like when you were talking.
I cannot restore his memories. Get to the chopper.
You're so stupid.
It's all right.
The last chopper we heard about got 8 out of the sky.
Dakota, I've been
so-
playing this game for the last, like, 10 hours straight. I'm so done with it.
Your wife is here.
She's with me.
In the end, no matter who I may be, even if I serve as little more than an empty vessel, you have stored so many precious memories inside of my heart, and I promise I will never allow them
Yes.
to fade away.
She stares
Whatever
deeply
happens,
into your now
I
blue
will
eyes.
Now blue
always be
eyes.
with you,
You're wearing white. Are you Blue Eyes the White Dragon?
just as you
Maybe?
will always be within
That's
my
actually-
I thought she was gonna take my mask off. That's how I die.
Well, she's not wearing one. It must be fine.
And now, goodbye.
God, seizure eyes.
That's a cute pose. I don't know what's going on with it. Also, sorry anyone in the dark room. Holy shit.
No kidding.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus the 5 other ones. So far still accurate.
They all just gonna go into her or what?
I guess. Oh,
What?
the queen is assembling.
Io just becomes the queen and slaughters us all right here.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you
we
go.
did have one. We just reached back and grabbed it. Mine.
How long does she fucking sleep?
I love his little hat. Look how also the sound cuts off. Whoosh. Silence. It doesn't even let the sound end.
Oh, I forgot about her.
Guys!
Like, straight up forgot about her. So that would actually put it at 14.
A lot of pieces.
I mean, if you think about it, there's a lot of pieces to this course. There's as many as you want to make.
I would feel bad for the guy that got, like,
The toe relic.
the genitals of the queen. What the fuck, guys? Why do you get to be the rib
Maybe
cage?
that's where all the IOs were from.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, is she a tree?
She's ascended into a fucking ficus. I think he's the only boss that took me more than like 3 tries. I think I got
The wolf guy?
Yeah, I think I got every other boss in this game in under 3 tries.
Mito? I think, yeah. I think you're right.
Did I get Mito in under 3?
I'm just gonna say yes. I have no idea.
No, I think I did. I think he took like an entire episode.
Granted, you did 2 back-to-back bosses during that, so...
No excuse. Bad playthrough. Everyone in the comments should tell me how bad I am.
No, don't do it in the comments. Do it on our Discord.
Yes.
Meaning you have to join our Discord.
We're lonely.
Well, we're not really, because we do have several people who are active in there.
We're lonely.
But we would always love more.
Assuming all this isn't copyright claimed because of the heroic music that's playing right now.
I mean, I can always just make it so it's really quiet, sadly, if that's the case. Which would make me sad.
We got her locket.
I think it's like a bead.
We got her necklace. In the end, she was the MC.
I'm going to punch you. Oh, the tree kind of looks like its hands. Also, hi, Jesus. Jesus bead? It's kind of weird. It looks somewhere between a relic or a person like cradling a gigantic blood bead, like really crunched over with like a wing coming out of them.
It's her just flipping us off like we're the main characters.
I mean, yes.
She's like, have my golden blood. There's even confetti in the little blood bead.
It's a snowball, okay?
It's pretty.
It is very pretty.
I'll give it that.
Oh, okay.
Communal gifts. Do you really need to be giving me hints at this point in the game? Is this not over? I thought, Grigori
Silva
was the last guy we were supposed to be going after. So we thought it was Midori. Mito. Dude, I can't keep anyone's name straight.
Not Evil Darwin.
Evil Darwin. The mad scientist. And his bullshit sword of death.
I mean, he was the bad guy because he made the relics go into Silva to make Silva what he was. Oh, hi.
Hey! You're on my couch.
All the power was sucked right out of my body. I was so big and
Oh,
strong.
he's no longer the
But
robot
now look
mecha
at
he
me.
always wanted to be.
He still
But now
has his
Jack's
jetpack,
training
though.
me to grow strong again.
Oh, I never really
I
made
don't
that
see Mia as
connection.
much as I used to,
You didn't?
but I always feel
No.
close to her, even when we're apart.
But I'm
I think
disappointed
it's
he no
because
longer
we
has
respect
moose
each other
antlers.
so much now.
He still has his
I
hat.
miss her. But
He's a
Knight has
Canadian
his
in my
duty.
heart. And he's a knight. Okay. Who are you?
That's
I
Aurora.
plan to start research with Karen that will hopefully lead to methods for controlling thirst and revenants. I don't know if we'll ever find an answer, but I'm sure it will lead to better lives
You're,
in the jail
I know
of
you're
the
just in the
mists.
church, but your
It would
They-
be
your
nice
PS4
if
gonna
Louis could
take a
work
lick
with us.
off.
I know.
We finally secured a steady supply of blood beads.
You put clothes
About
on.
time we have Io to
Oh
thank.
yeah, she did, huh? I
On
guess
the
that would
day
be
she
really
took all
weird
of
if I
the
saw
relics,
her.
I was suddenly my old self again. And ever since then, she's been producing blood beads and even maintaining the red mist. So even if it's only a little, I want to make it so
Huh.
people can have normal
So
lives
Io's
in
just
this
keeping
world
everything
she's
in line
protecting
now.
for us. That's my wish.
What's up, dude? What's up, my
Years
doppelganger?
after Io
Like right in
stopped
his
the
face.
relics
Yeah,
with
you're like,
frenzy,
what is up? Your
transformed into
noses
the
are
weeping
touching.
tree.
Like, talk to me,
Karen and
bro.
the others discovered a reliable
Weeping
source of
tree.
blood beads. And the question I've pondered for so long:
Oh, it's been years?
what as a revenant can I do? What about the outside world and the horrors there? We analyzed the signals intercepted from outside when the red mist appeared. There were countless cries for help. As revenants, we prey upon humanity. We might bring them nothing but misery. Even so, I can't just give up.
This garbage heap may just have become a slightly better garbage heap. That
Coco's
means people
all
have
business
less
all the
use for
time.
what I'm
I
selling.
mean, I respect that.
I'm only joking. Don't worry about me. Do your thing, okay?
Did we ever find her son or figure out what happened
No.
to it?
Just gonna go ahead and brush that to the wayside. And she's all
I've looked
looking.
through documents from the Great
Look how
Collapse,
little haze you
and the
got
more
for
I
those
read,
fights.
the more
Yeah.
I understand why those creatures
I
are
know.
called horrors. They're immune to even the most powerful
What did
weapons,
the moon rush
and
give you?
immortal
Like
like
a
the
billion?
lost that plague
It's
the
a
Jail
lot.
of the Mists. Now I understand why revenants had to be created. The situation was that dire. And the horrors are still roaming the outside world.
Oh my god, the
It must
bearded
be
monsters.
incredibly difficult living out there.
Lee, you must not grow out your beard to join the flock.
The relic's power created the weeping tree, thanks to Io's wish, and there's no sign of the queen coming back. It must have taken a strong will. We're ordinary revenants without
I know,
the
I
power of the relics.
joked about it the whole
but
time.
our
I think
mission still
Io was the
remains.
true hero
As
of this
long as I
entire
live.
thing.
Oh, it seems like. I mean,
Continue to
she
watch
obviously
over that power,
sacrificed herself in some
Together
way.
with Jack.
There are no changes in the weeping tree. It's completely normal. Don't worry. If anything happens, I swear I'll do everything in my power to stop it. Meanwhile, it's time we both do what we need to. My mission as a Watcher has ended, but my duty to protect the world still remains.
Jack was a cool guy all
I
along.
won't allow the hell here to escape and torment those outside.
And Yakumo's at the bar. What you got?
That amber blood bead Io gave you all right? It's a piece of her memory and a manifestation of her strength. Handle it with care.
Interesting.
I drank
Karen
it.
and the others say it's made of the same substance as the weeping tree Io gave us after taking on all the relics. It has the ability to alter the relic's influence, if only in a small way.
Okay. My favorite character.
Lost are still a dire threat to
One
the
that you've
survival of
always
humanity.
forgotten about.
The new provisional government is at last on a course to stop them. Silva is pushing reforms to aid as many revenants
Wait,
as
is-
possible. I can finally get to the job of exploring the depths
Silva
in earnest.
alive?
You've been a great help. I must thank
I
you.
have no idea.
Oh, I nearly forgot. I have a
Oh.
message for you. The provisional government would appreciate your cooperation. Please contact the government if you
Is he
seek work
enlisting
with
you?
real meaning.
Like recruiting you?
Code Vein 2 is me in
Me,
armor
you,
and a
in the
sweet
armor?
cape. Hey!
Today I invited Yakumo to work for the provisional government, but he turned me down outright. Sorry,
but just like you've got things you want to do, I've got things I want to do too. Yeah, he hasn't changed a bit. Well, I didn't want to work for them at first either. After a while of fighting to survive, I noticed I'd made a bunch of friends along the way. And here I am stuck with them. But I guess they're all pretty great, so I don't regret it at all.
Did we get everybody? Everybody's here, huh?
Yeah,
There's gonna be no one in
I'm
the
glad
back.
to see that things have calmed down a bit here.
I'm trying to look at you, not... What?
I'm glad to see that things have calmed down a bit here. Although Louie's worried again. Are the two of you ever satisfied? You finally earned some peace, so why not enjoy it? Well, whatever you choose, I'll go along with you. Do what you feel is right.
Oh, the missile's gone.
Oh.
That's weird. Do you want to leave the base and depart out of the red mist?
Well, how are you supposed to save your game?
I think it saves right before you fight the boss. The final boss. Because I know this game's not like others where as soon as you win, you go to New Game Plus. That's what you had said, that you,
That's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cheated and I was like, how does New Game Plus work? Because I need to know. I need to know. I like how there's just a gigantic thorn through a building, like...
Well, apparently we said we're going out of the red mist, right?
Yeah. You're gonna go encounter a beard thing immediately.
That's how it starts. It's just you see our character run out of the mist and just immediately get chomped by...
Yes. Bearded dragon.
Oh, man. Some Duck Dynasty reject fused with a giant lizard.
No, they just took bearded dragon to a literal sense, okay? And I've been trying to make this joke, and it felt like you weren't getting it.
No, I got it. I got it. The outside looks a lot like the inside.
I mean, it's gonna to a little bit. There's a transitional phase to everything.
I really do have kiwi eyes. I really want a kiwi.
You're leaving into the outside world?
I had that kiwi...
Oh, we were just bailing on him.
I had kiwi key lime ice cream once, and
Yeah, I figured that's
it
what
wasn't
you would
bad
do.
together, but it was
I
like
can't
I
say
hadn't
I
had
approve of
kiwi
you
in like
heading out
over
alone,
10
though.
years, and I think I also had key lime pie
At least
10 years
say
ago,
something
but not
before you
together. So I was like,
After
I'll try
all,
these both at the
we're
same time, and
supposed
it
to
was
be
not a
friends,
good
right?
decision. I take this as everyone going, we're friends and we're coming with you.
I'm assuming.
Also,
Is she threatening us?
yes. What? Was it Jack? Oh.
And since you guys insist on charging ahead all the time, you're going to need someone to keep things running smoothly.
Okay. Why her of all people?
I know. We left. What the
What?
fuck? It's a little much, don't you think?
I do think.
To be honest, I'm not sure how welcome revenants will be in the outside world. But we have to keep reminding ourselves that we were all created.
They should bring
for
the
a reason.
human girl with her so they can suck someone's blood.
It's fucked up, Dakota.
There's no blood beads outside, though. What are they gonna
Carry
do?
on Cruz's dream.
They
Just
also
like
don't know if
you
that little
carried Eos.
gold blood bead is a one-way ticket. Or maybe that's an infinite blood bead and they can just drink that forever.
Yes.
Let's go.
Your fucking soul.
A heavy fire sword. How can you say my fucking sword in a scene that has that backpack in it?
This is true. You got me there.
Someone went into the character creator and just maxed it out and was like, yes.
We saw someone's character. It was nothing but hair.
Cousin it?
Yeah. It was interesting.
Yo.
Oh, you talked.
We talked one last time. Is that it?
I
think we're rolling credits. Oh my goodness. That was Code Vein.
So, Mr. From Software, what are your thoughts? Because you were the one playing this round.
Oh, mother. Where do I start? It's... And I think I've described it to you before on when we were playing off camera on other characters, is that it is probably the funnest game that was... Or the worst game I've ever enjoyed this much.
Yeah.
I enjoy the game a lot. I love these kind of games. I play Dark Souls, I play Bloodborne. Bloodborne's like my favorite game of all time. So playing this, it's a lot in that vein. It took a lot to...
That vein?
Shut up. It took a lot to adjust to the style. But my goodness. There's just so much wrong with it. It's and it could be just a personal thing. I mean, it's all subjective, but it's very anime.
I mean,
the storyline is very anime, and I felt like it was all over the place. I did like how they did everybody's backstory, doing the vestiges. Yeah, and you can see where everything went. But they just throw so many, and maybe it's because we weren't doing them as we got them. We would do them in chunks, so it was just overload. And by the end, I was like, well, Mito's bad, but is Silva bad? And then we're saving this person, we're saving that person, and that kind of got to me too. Is that these people made like Nicola and all the successors? They all made the sacrifice to go and protect these pieces of the queen, and then who are we to just go in after they freeze up and turn into rock to be like, no, you're cured and you're coming back?
Well, here's the thing though with that. Here's my argument: is if they were to turn to rock, wouldn't Eva and Jack have to go take on those relics, go find new people just to replace them? So keeping them alive just makes it so they have more time.
Oh, Ufotable did the animation.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Greatest game ever.
We like the Fate series, so Dakota will have a lot to do with that. Anyway.
I don't know. I get what you're saying, but did they stay? They stayed behind. Wouldn't they have just been the rocks? They would have just been rocks that were there then?
But they still have to put the relics into somebody.
Would the relic not have been in the rock?
No, it would have burst out of them probably to go wherever.
Maybe it all just goes back to Silva. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like I said, though, it was very... And, like, it tried to get a lot of, like, touching moments that it really just didn't earn.
Oh, like the brother-sister, like...
Brother-sister, or just everybody crying over everything. And it's like... It didn't earn any of it. I didn't feel like, but... The story was just all over the place for me.
Like, I get the brother-sister crying. Jack obviously cares about Eva. Not sure about any other crying.
They pour their hearts out, and then we're just like, no, you get to come back. We have the power of God to resurrect you. It was just weird.
We have the power of MC.
And then EO, like I said, she was the one. She's more important to the story, and Lewis. Those two were like the most important characters to the story. But it wanted to focus so much on Yakumo, where every freaking side character was related to him. And then Mia, she got so much more screen time, and she's just up there in everybody's face. And of course, she's on all the advertising, and I think that's more for waifu reasons than anything else.
Mia, I feel like Mia has almost the same amount of screen time as like Coco in them almost.
Yeah, but she's always there, like touching us, and she's like, "Oh no, it's this," and it's like, "What did you do?"
It's like, I'd rather have EO touching me. Fuck off, lady.
Well, yeah, obviously. Obviously.
But of course, towards the end, EO got way more screen time than she did, but...
Yeah.
It was close.
And I know there's a lot of controversy going on with the DLC and how it's basically just depth maps. I mean, I'm not going to touch on any of that. I haven't played them. I can't say anything one way or the other. We're not going to do them on camera, especially if they're just depth maps. There's no story to it.
Depths here. We're not going to go touch them.
Yeah. You know, on this channel, we like to do the story bits on games. That's why I'm going so much on this. And in the depths, it's just going and fighting, which I think they tried to do a lot like Bloodborne did, and it's Chalice Dungeons. It's just more places to use the combat, and any game that you enjoy the combat on much.
Speaking of combat, what did you...
Yeah, that's what I was going to segue into, was that the combat, I enjoyed it a lot, actually. And I think it all came down to the gift system. That is one of the coolest things in any game, where you go and find all these movesets and you can unlock all the perks. But then you use them, you can plug and play. Obviously, some are locked to certain ones that are like signature gifts. But the fact that you can just plug and play, and it's almost like you can use any style. And it didn't seem like there was any one style that, wouldn't be effective. Of course, there's going to be your ones that are better than others. Yeah. And, you have your synergy. But I'm sure there's a lot more that you could do that are just...
Like, I think, because my only from experience is Bloodborne, but I feel like there's... the caster, the comparison, the gun comparison, and then the slicer comparison, and that's your builds. That's all you have.
Yeah, and here you can go caster and use the bayonets, because it all is willpower and mind. So you stack all your buffs there.
And you shoot people.
Like for mine, it was the synergy on mine. My outfit gave me a ton of mind. And it had a lot of dex too, but it was a lot of mind. And then my buffs were the main buff that I was using, attack buff, went off my mind. So I had like a B+ off my code, which is your class, but I also had it like A+ on my clothing, which buffed all of my mind spells. And then on top of that, I had a passive that boosted mind up even more on both my clothing and my code. On top of using quick weapons, which allowed another buff that I was using off Rin's tree, which gave you more damage the quicker you went. So it's all about just building, you build your own how you want to play. Yeah. And like I said, obviously there's some that are a little more powerful than others, but it lets you that freedom to go and experiment and what your play style is. So if you like to cast, you can sit and, have a bunch of Ichor drains, have a bunch of different attacks. I mean, I saw different spells for ice, fire,
Yeah.
And it was just not even like fireball. There was fireball, and there was like fire spikes, fire barrage, fire meteor. There's different versions of what you need, and you can just fill up on that. I thought that was the coolest thing. I mean, I don't mean to come off and sounding so negative. It's just when I look at games, I tend to look at the I tend to be more critical than I actually am. I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the gameplay aspect of it. I'm not sold on the story. I'm not sold on the world. It really didn't do anything for me. It was heavily anime, and we knew that going into it what it was. But the storyline was just all over the place. But the combat, absolutely, I love that. You finished it, although this is your first time seeing all the story.
Yeah, because I was skipping through.
How did you feel about the story? Like, your honest opinions.
So, compared to Bloodborne, because that's all I got, had you not been filling me in on it, it would have been kind of like a really jarring transition of what the fuck's going on, where this is at least in your face.
Yeah, the story.
Except for the memories, which that's world building. Yeah.
And I did notice that too. I mean, some of them weren't. There was like maybe two or three.
The EO ones were definitely not.
Well, even some of those EO ones where you go in and it's like, oh, she sacrificed herself, and that was it.
That's true.
But I mean, some of the ones that it made you look at were definitely needed, but some other one, most of it, like you said, just added to the world, which is never bad. It's never bad. I guess I consider that as just extra content.
There was some stuff like. I'm a jerk face, and I did a little extra research, which I shouldn't have done, but especially since we were in the middle of playing. But I was so confused on something, such as my brain broke. The fact that the game is made by the same people as God Eater, which is an anime manga thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's mostly where this whole anime thing comes from. Oh, Hades.
And
the
Queen.
Queen.
You got 2 codes. Save complete. You can now play using your post-completion save data. So I can just go to the menu if I want to go New Game Plus.
Oh, neat.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
But because I found that, I was like, why did this? So the DLC pre-order stuff gives you God Eater stuff, so I kind of was like, what's the deal with it? Found out they're the same company. Apparently the worlds are also connected, making me even more confused, because I also don't know the other franchise.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something too. So, which makes the ending a little more confusing to me, and it's just like, and the idea also that Io has all these relics in her, but it is somehow magically not the queen. Granted, she's a tree, and if the tree becomes the queen, well, it's a tree. But I mean, like, that was the whole thing, is they didn't want them going together, but now they're all together,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like, what the fuck?
And that's what I mean. It was all over the place. It just seemed like certain things. And you brought up a point at the end there. It was like, well, did she ever find her kid? And it was like, we kind of just pushed that to the side. That never got resolved.
I also understand that most animes have little itty bitty side arcs that just never happen.
It never got explored, yeah. But
for me, I enjoyed the customization of the combat. It was nice playing around with everything. It took me a while to figure out how to do the slicing and dicing combat.
Yeah.
Because in the early game, my magic wasn't strong enough to do anything with, so you gotta get good. So that's still in here. I mean, we saw Lee in that final wolf fight, how much you were doing everything right. It was just something would happen.
Yeah, and that, like I said, and it was probably a combination of getting salty and, I don't like games where I can get one hit just off anything, because I felt like I was playing pretty good.
Yeah.
And I went against what I usually do. I got a lot less aggressive. I was trying to play a lot more defensively on that last quarter. And I even told you, I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to go in and go for it. And when I did, I won. And I guess that's just how you have to approach it, because that last quarter, I would be like, okay, back off and heal. When he stumbles, he would stumble, and then he would hit me with one attack, and I'd go down. And either EO's dead, or EO's not paying attention, and then I don't get healed. Or she gets killed when I get killed. And that's what I had problems with him in the Mito fight. I don't think I had very many problems with anything else.
You did so much better on the 2 fight than me, because my biggest trouble fights was Nicola.
And see, for him, he was one of my easier ones.
I just had so many troubles with him, and as I said, I burned through all of my reducer, whatever.
Inducers.
Yeah. So it was that fight, the samurai fight in the cave. That one took me a little bit too to figure out, because that one was super aggressive also, and that's typically not how I personally play. And the twins, I call them the twins. They're absolutely not twins, but it's the only double fight in the entire game.
The Cannoneer and
Blade Runner.
The Blade Buster, something like that.
That one took me a while just because that's such a weird fight to figure out, and I'm so after Nicola, I became elemental based, so the fact that they're polar elements, I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, the sword I was literally using was a fire sword, and against him.
And that's all I can remember, because my brain has just glazed over those last 2 fights for me, where I'm like, I don't remember how I took those.
The Queen's Knight and the Invading Executioner, I think by far my favorite fights in this game.
Because I played the depths.
Yeah.
The Invading Executioner, you get to play in the depths pretty early on. So for me, she was really easy for me to figure out how to dodge, to the point where it was almost comical. Like, it would look like she shaved my nose off, because I just kind of walked to the side just enough type of situation.
And I know it's goofy and, waifu-y, But she really was a cool fight. And those two fights, the Queen's Knight invading Executioner, maybe it's because they're more traditional Dark Souls type bosses.
Where they have a rhythm.
There's a rhythm to it. There's an ebb and flow that goes with it. And when you figure out what you're supposed to do, it's still challenging. You still have to execute. It's not like, oh, I've got the blueprints, I'm gonna do this, you know.
Yeah.
Any boss is still gonna kill you. But if you can execute and you've got the blueprints, then it's easy. You know, well, not easy, but it's doable and it's fun. I find those fights fun. You know, the Queen's Knight in particular feels like a dance where you dodge, you attack, you dodge, you attack. You know.
Yeah.
You can create your openings. The one in the rocks when you go underwater or underground, in that rocky cavern with all the water. The Samurai Knight. Yeah. Miguel.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the boss name was called.
I think it's Gilded Hunter or Gilded Knight.
Yeah, the Miguel.
Yeah.
Him too. You know, you hit him until he goes berserk, and then you play defensively until he stumbles, and then you unload. It's not hard. You just have to
figure it out.
You have to figure it out. And those are fun to me. Stuff like the wolf I would have found that fight fun because I was sitting there dancing. I was dodging through. I knew when he'd go up, and you can see in that fight, I would just circle back around him, and when he would come down, I'd be right behind him to punish. But the thing that killed it for me was I thought I was over leveled. I mean, you look at the level requirements. You know, people have their thing online. I'll be around this level.
Yeah.
I was 130. You know, and I felt way above because I was hitting everything else in the game at that point.
We were almost one-hitting a lot of the enemies walking around.
With just quick attacks, yeah. So the fact that he can just one-shot me from 2100 out of 2500 health to 0, just off a backswing. He wasn't even aiming at me. He's aiming at Io, and I just get hit in the back. And it kills me. I mean, that's not even like, you know, you're coming through like this, your follow-through is not going to be at full power.
That's almost like you're sticking your chin out and getting smacked with it.
Yeah, except I'm getting smacked by a Mack truck and tumbling down the road about a yard.
That was your issue with Mito, too, wasn't it?
Yeah, I would get hit when he would be going after Io. And that's where I was complaining to you that, yes, it helps getting healed by your companion, and it's nice. But having the aggro split like that, yes, it does help. But their swings are so wild, you're still going to get hit. You never know who they're going for. There was a lot of times that a boss would teleport or do an AoE that I didn't see that wasn't intended for me, and I would get drilled by it. And it's like, well, come on, man.
I think, and personally, too, as I said, I'm more of a, hey, I figure out their elements and try and counter it type person.
Like a smart person, yeah.
I mean, I'm also a defensive player, too. In general, no matter what the game it is.
Yeah.
Where yours was, I imagine with you being so quick, you probably didn't have that defense, making it so you probably were getting hit with a Mack truck every single time.
Getting staggered. No, and I'm sure if I'd put on a tankier code and a tankier veil, you know, built more defensively, I could have sat and tanked those hits, you know. And I was playing more of a dex build. And that's just the nature of it. So I tried strong builds early on when I was kind of practicing at the game, and it wasn't working for me. You hit everything, it feels the same. It doesn't do big boy damage like it should. I mean, it still hits harder, but it just doesn't feel right to me. So I went Dex. I was quick. It went well. It only took us a lot longer than it should have.
So me and you have already agreed that we're going to go and try and platinum this game, which requires a couple playthroughs.
Yep.
If that weren't the case, would you recommend playing this again, or recommend playing it for others? Like,
I'm completing it because I'm a completionist. I enjoyed the combat enough. I don't know if I would play through for the whole story again. Like I said, the story didn't sell me. Yeah. The depths aren't in... There's no...
Yeah, there's nothing in the depths, I can tell you that.
The thing with the chalices in Bloodborne, I hate to keep comparing the games because they're two separate games. But it's the same, the depths and the chalice dungeons.
They have similar themes.
Yeah. You go into the chalice dungeons, you can always improve your build by finding better gems to put into your weapons. In the depths, it's just farming materials. You know, you're farming materials, you're beating bosses and stuff like that, but the bosses are the same bosses in the story. It's nothing new. You're not finding any new content in there, for the most part. I mean, I think you even fight the cannoneer and the blade guy. There was
we did do that one together, not on recording. I thought that was because you played you played Dark Souls, so you have more experience with that than I do. And that's something that's disappointing is in the depths the bosses are much easier than their story counterparts.
Yeah.
But the fact that they were there again, but then they added mechanics to it, I'm like, why wasn't this in the main game?
Yeah, so if anyone's played Dark Souls, when you go down there, you fight the cannoneer by himself, then you fight the blade one by themselves. Then you fight them together, but they do the Ornstein and Smough mechanic, where once you kill one, the other one buffs and goes to full health, and you have to kill it by itself, while it has both elements. And it was the same thing. And I was like, why wasn't this in the main game, you know?
Yeah.
But...
And that's a complaint. I'm like, out of everything, like, it was just weird that was done that way.
Where I felt like the Chalice dungeons were more of a... You get to play the combat more, and you get to have fun with it, while also improving yourself. I felt like this was more just tacked on extra.
Yeah, it does feel extra just because, like, you grind for items, but the only thing you can really, I don't think they replenish in the depths. I think it's just drops.
It's just drops. The thing is that...
It's a plus 10, like, a whole bunch of things.
And it feels unacceptable that, if it's true, I like I said, I haven't played it, so this is my thoughts on it before touching it. Take it with a grain of salt. But I've heard the 3 DLCs don't really add in. They're just more depths. And if that's the case, that's unacceptable for the price that you pay for it. You know, you get one code, a bunch of customization items for your character, and then 3 basically tacked on depth maps. I don't know. I bought it. I haven't played it.
Yeah,
so
I went and bought it too.
I'm not going to say more on it, but that's unacceptable to me. As for would I recommend it to somebody... renting's really not a thing anymore. I would say if you could catch it on a sale.
Actually, you'd be surprised. Redbox and Gamefly are still things.
Are they?
Yes.
Well, I mean, if you can rent it, or you
it is a 40-hour game, I think, if you actually paid attention to the story.
Yeah, I mean, we did all the story bits. We have a little bit of experience, so maybe it accounted for it being a little quicker. We did it in 23, 24 hours, so... I mean, it's an RPG. It's going to be longer, and of course it's anime, so it's going to be longer. But if you're into the Souls combat type, you know, you're going to like this game. There's a lot of customization to it. It's far more in depth than your Souls games are when it comes to customizing, and you know, I really like that part of it. And if you enjoy the combat in those games, you'll enjoy the combat here. It takes a little getting used to, but
because I went from Kingdom Hearts, which is a button slasher, to this, and
mash.
And that was probably part of my issue. Why it took me a while to get used to it. But even with just that, it was still fun.
Yeah, I mean the games have their merits. I prefer more games like this where your hits have weight, and you know every action you take takes stamina because that gives weight to what you do.
Yeah.
There's a lot more planning. I like to play like cerebral games like that, as opposed to your stuff like God of War and Devil May Cry.
Dakota's button masher games.
You know, or it's just, and there's nothing wrong with those types of games. You want to feel like a badass, you know, but at the same time, they feel more satisfying to me, I guess. But I would absolutely recommend a rent. I would recommend buying it used if you want to buy it. If you enjoyed the playthrough. If you like anime stories. Like, I'm not talking like what your stuff, you know, just straight blatant generic anime, because that's what it seemed like to me. It just seemed like a generic show.
I guess there's tropes in there.
There's a lot of tropes.
But the idea...
There's a goddamn bathhouse.
This hot springs.
The hot springs, yeah.
But the idea also that, as I said, I didn't look too far into it, but the idea that there's extra content already out there for this whole God Eater thing that this company's done, that would be interesting to look into, but I don't know how in depth I'd want to go with that.
Yeah, and for me, I just tend to look at the
surface,
the game on its own in a bubble. and all its
I'm
its
just the
DLCs.
weirdo because I'm a fan of
The
Dot Hack,
extended, yeah.
which is over the course of manga, TV shows, novels, and then like games and all sorts of shit like that.
So I guess my final would be, yeah, I'd recommend this if you can catch it on sale. I wouldn't recommend. I don't think unless you're a die-hard Souls fan. I mean, I picked it up for $60.
Yeah,
I bought the DLC and the season pass at full price, so I got my money's worth. I felt out of it.
I do feel like this would be a $20 game.
Yeah, I would say 30 to 40.
30 for the customization. It's just I don't feel like there's a lot of replay value to it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go through the game, if you enjoy the combat, you'll see the replay value. If you are one of these players that go through and do, you want to go through and customize and say, I want to do a caster, or I want to do a tank, or I want to do a melee, strength, dex. There's a lot of customization. You go through the game, it's like Diablo before it got Reaper of Souls. You just go through and play the story, but you can do it with a new build and see the new things you can do and how you can break it. If you're not into the combat and you're just here for the story, absolutely. There's no, once you're done, you know.
Yeah.
There may be, I think there is multiple endings. I think I saw some trophies for that. And, you know, if I wasn't trying to trophy hunt and platinum this, I wouldn't care about going back and getting those. You know what I mean? It's not, it didn't leave that much of an impact on me.
Right.
That I felt the need to go see the other endings. I'll get them because I'm trying to platinum it. And the only reason I'm trying to platinum it is I did enjoy the combat that much. So I'll go through on a second playthrough and change my build up and try new shit.
And also, just because it is Souls, and the Souls does have multiplayer, me and you have done a little bit, and that was kind of fun. It's really quick.
Yeah, the co-oping's fun. And it was always fun. And the only reason we kicked Dakota off was because I think she was a little over-leveled for where we were at.
Because I've already had, that was my character that beat the game.
Yeah. So I didn't want to take away from all the bosses. So it was only like the last 4 or 5 bosses.
The ones that mattered.
Yeah. But it was fun. And I had a lot of fun playing it. So I'm still working on trying to get her behind the helm for Dark Souls. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, about that.
We'll see how that goes. There's a lot of convincing that needs to go on. Final thoughts for you. Would you recommend this as a purchase, as a rent? No go, yes go.
If you believe, I would almost consider this. Granted, again, haven't played, but maybe Baby's First Souls / anime.
Really?
Maybe.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it's really, because I'm comparing it again to Bloodborne. Bloodborne seems pretty vicious, and it seems like it kind of holds your hand a little bit in the beginning.
Honestly, I feel like Bloodborne was easier than this game.
Really?
Once I start thinking of the ones that I've played.
Maybe it's because, again, that I'm a caster and...
Maybe, yeah. Well, we'll see when you get to Dark Souls how the magic does for you. Because I've heard there's just easy mode.
I mean, I like easy. Maybe that's why I ventured to be a caster in this one. Who knows?
So, you recommend?
I do. I definitely would recommend playing it at least once, or maybe even watching someone play it if you're wanting the story.
Did you enjoy the story?
I did.
Okay.
I know you're like, it's convoluted, but I'm like,
It did what it needed to do. It wasn't awful. It was just...
There was an EO twist at the end I was not expecting.
It wasn't awful. It was just tropey and bland to me, but I mean, you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So that's going to go ahead and do it for us tonight. If you would like, please subscribe to the channel. We put out a lot of stuff just like this. Although I think this is our first RPG we've done, but we're going to be doing a lot more in the future. Your Bloodborns, your Dark Souls, those will find its way. But we play a lot, and the commentary is just as bland as it is there as it is here.
Up.
So
I keep forcing detective games in Lee's face. I'm like, I want to play this, and he's like, no, this is the 18th one that you've showed me.
This is turning into a detective channel. No, but we do play a lot of games. We dissect the stories, and we like good stories and going through them.
I mean, right now we have Call of Cthulhu and Outlast, and I didn't know Outlast.
We would appreciate the subs. Like, comment, helps us all out a lot. Discord is the links in the comments below, the description, and that's That's our place where we talk and hang out. I don't have socials. I'm antisocial, but I'll talk to you there.
You're the most social dude I know, at least in person.
I'm not.
What?
I'm terrible. But this was all real fun. And until next time, I'm Lee.
This is Dakota.
And we will see you all. You stay well and be safe.